Tragic life might sound dramatic, but when you're the last man standing from England's greatest ever team, it's not just a headline, it's the truth. At 83, Sir Geoff Hurst isn't just reflecting on glory, he's warning us about something far more serious than missed penalties or controversial goals. He's watching his teammates disappear, one by one, to a silent killer. Before Geoff Hurst became England's World Cup hero, he was just another talented sportsman trying to find his place. Born in Ashton-under-Lyne, he was versatile enough to play first-class cricket for Essex as late as 1962. But football was calling. At West Ham United, young Hurst joined as an apprentice in 1958, initially training as a wing half in midfield. He made his first team debut at just 15 years old, but it was manager Ron Greenwood who spotted something special. Greenwood made a pivotal decision that would change football history. He converted Hurst from midfield to striker. The move proved brilliant. Hurst became instrumental in West Ham's golden period. He scored a crucial equaliser in the 1964 FA Cup final, helping the Hammers lift the famous trophy. The following year, he was part of the team that secured European glory, winning the Cup Winners' Cup in 1965. His goal-scoring prowess was evident. He netted an impressive 40 goals in the 1965-66 season alone. But international recognition came late. Hurst's England debut was just months before the 1966 World Cup, in a friendly against West Germany. When the tournament began, he wasn't even in the starting 11. Jimmy Greaves and Roger Hunt were the preferred strikers during the group stages. Then fate intervened. An injury to Greaves, England's star striker, opened the door for Hurst in the quarter-final. He seized the opportunity, scoring the only goal against Argentina and later providing an assist in the 2-1 semi-final win over Portugal. Despite Greaves returning to fitness, manager Alf Ramsey made a decision that would prove legendary. He stuck with Hurst for the final. July 30th, 1966. Wembley Stadium, England versus West Germany in the World Cup final. What happened that day would define Geoff Hurst's entire life, for better and worse. The match was a thriller from the start. West Germany took an early lead in the 12th minute through Helmut Haller, following a misdirected header from Ray Wilson. But Hurst responded quickly. Just 6 minutes later, in the 18th minute, he powered home a header from a quickly taken Bobby Moore free kick, levelling the score at 1-1. Martin Peters then put England ahead in the 78th minute, seemingly setting up an English victory. But in a dramatic turn, Wolfgang Weber equalised for West Germany in the 90th minute, forcing extra time. That's when Hurst made history. In the 101st minute of extra time, his shot struck the underside of the crossbar and bounced down. Swiss referee Gottfried Dienst was uncertain. He consulted linesman Tofik Bahramov from Azerbaijan, who indicated it was a goal. England led 3-2. The Germans vehemently disputed it. They were convinced the ball never crossed the line. This became known as the Wembley Tour in Germany, the controversial Wembley goal. Modern scientific analysis has tried to settle the debate. Studies by Duncan Gillies of Imperial College London and researchers from Oxford University concluded the ball was at least 6 centimetres short of fully crossing the line. However, a 2016 Sky Sports analysis using EA Sports technology claimed the ball did cross by 2 or 3 inches. Then came the moment that sealed immortality. In the 120th minute, with seconds remaining, Hurst received the ball and struck it with his left foot. The shot flew into the net, completing his hat-trick and securing England's 4-2 victory. The goal was accompanied by Kenneth Wolstenholme's iconic BBC commentary. "Some people are on the pitch. They think it's all over. It is now." What makes this moment even more remarkable is Hurst's later admission. He mishit the shot, intending to blast it over the bar to waste time. Hurst had achieved something unprecedented, the only hat-trick ever scored in a World Cup final. The 1966 triumph transformed Hurst's life. His confidence soared, and West Ham manager Ron Greenwood secured him with a new 6-year contract. Such was his standing that a record-breaking £200,000 transfer offer from Matt Busby's Manchester United was rejected. Hurst remained West Ham's first-choice striker until 1972, scoring 248 goals in 499 appearances for the club. On the international stage, he earned 49 caps for England, scoring 24 goals, remaining the first-choice striker for 6 years after the World Cup. After West Ham, Hurst moved to Stoke City in 1972, where he played alongside England teammate goalkeeper Gordon Banks. Brief stints followed at West Bromwich Albion, Seattle Sounders and Cork Celtic before retiring in 1976. His overall senior career statistics: 650 appearances and 292 goals. Post-retirement, Hurst showed remarkable adaptability. He served as assistant coach for England from 1977 to 1982, then managed Telford, Chelsea and the Kuwait national team before leaving football in 1984. His transition into business proved successful. He started a motor warranty company with former teammate Martin Peters. Despite lacking commercial experience, he studied the basics of selling, and the business grew over 20 years. He held director positions at several companies before retiring from business in 2002. Hurst maintained a high public profile through extensive media appearances. He featured on Sky World News, Good Morning Britain, Football Focus, Weakest Link, and A Question of Sport. He authored 2 biographies and worked extensively with charities. For his contributions, he was knighted in 1998. But despite his successful post-football career, Hurst would later admit that his World Cup hat-trick became both a blessing and a burden. The glory brought global recognition, but it also meant living forever in the shadow of that single day. As the years passed, something devastating began to unfold among the 1966 World Cup squad. One by one, Hurst's teammates started succumbing to neurodegenerative diseases, particularly dementia. Martin Peters, his close friend and business partner, was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. Nobby Stiles, the tough midfielder, battled dementia. Jack Charlton, the towering defender, was diagnosed. Sir Bobby Charlton, the elegant midfielder, developed the condition. Ray Wilson, the dependable left-back, also suffered from dementia. Sir Geoff Hurst spoke movingly about the devastating impact on his friend Martin Peters, who battled Alzheimer's and tragically could no longer reminisce about their shared 1966 triumph. The statistics were shocking. A 2019 University of Glasgow study found that former professional footballers were 3 times more likely to die of neurodegenerative disease than the general population. Research suggested a strong link between repetitive head impacts, like heading the ball, and the development of chronic traumatic encephalopathy and conditions like Alzheimer's. A 2025 meta-analysis confirmed a 116% increased odds of dementia in ex-football players. The tragedy highlighted the stark differences between football generations. Players of Hurst's era earned modest wages and often held part-time jobs, struggling to adjust to normal life after their careers. This contrasted sharply with modern players' mega contracts and extensive support systems. In response to the crisis, football's governing bodies launched initiatives. The FA banned heading in training for children under 11. The Professional Footballers Association launched a brain health initiative with a £1 million investment. Today, Sir Geoff Hurst holds a unique and poignant position. He's the last surviving member of England's 1966 World Cup winning team. This grants him a special responsibility as the final guardian of their legacy. He's become a vital advocate for player welfare, using his platform to raise awareness about dementia in football. His partnership with the Alzheimer's Society includes campaigns where the England team wore nameless shirts to highlight the condition affecting his former teammates. Hurst candidly admitted he quietly hoped his record of the only hat-trick in a World Cup final would last at least his lifetime. This reveals the complex psychological toll of extreme fame from a singular, defining moment. As the last living link, Hurst serves as a bridge between the working-class era of 1960s football and today's hyper-professionalised game. Through his continued advocacy, particularly for the Alzheimer's Alzheimer's Society, Hurst ensures that the forgotten stories of the 66 heroes are not lost. That famous day in 1966 made Geoff Hurst immortal. His hat-trick secured England's only World Cup triumph and etched his name into sporting history. But what he carries now, the silence of old teammates, the fading memories, the looming shadow of dementia, that's the real cost of glory. As the last guardian of England's greatest sporting achievement, Hurst's legacy extends far beyond goals and trophies. If this story meant something to you, do us a favour, like, comment and subscribe. Let's keep their memory alive.